Hello and welcome back to Toledo Aquaponics. This is currently day 27 and I made a quick change to the right side of my NFT system. I added in the zip ties. I don't know if you can see those there. I added in 1/4-inch nylon cord as a wicking material and kind of looped it. I don't know how well you can see it. It's kind of looped inside of each one of these, so that way hopefully I get water flow to every one of these net cups. Because the problem that I ran into is even though I get most of these get water flow, this one here is completely bone dry, as well as the bottom one here is not doing too hot. There's nothing currently in that. It mostly basically just dried out like this one did. So I added 1/4-inch nylon rope to the inside and basically looped it so it's just kind of chained between all of these. And then it just has a little tail that hangs out the bottom. It does wick quite well. I just took basically a cup of water and took about 6 inches of it, cut it in half, doubled it over, and kind of just hung it over the glass to see if I could get water through. And within less than 60 seconds, water had moved through the entire cord. So this should wick quite well. So hopefully this should work a lot better. So kind of my control is this guy down here is completely dried out. You can see there's a little bit of liquid on the bottom there. And I'm going to kind of just watch that and see if it propagates. If I get that all the way throughout that rock hole, I know that this basically worked. And I'll kind of watch the rest of these as time goes on to make sure that all of them are getting adequate water, because this one here, which is basically the same height as that one, also dried out. It's not completely dead, but it's well on its way. So we're going to kind of watch that and see if this change works. Otherwise, worst case scenario, I can just kind of chain all these guys inline and put them vertical and go from there. And that should allow for them to get water just kind of trickle vertically all the way down through the system. However, I wanted to kind of use these guys and try the wicking material and see if I can get it to work right. As long as it does, I should be good. So that's just kind of a quick day 27 update. My water level in my main system is exactly where it needs to be. My top-off system's working again. I had an air bubble in the system, but my water level on my RO system is back to where it used to be, which isn't still completely topped off, but according to hydrologic, basically the water doesn't have anywhere else to go, so it's not going to hurt the system at all. I do need to move my top-off bucket because it is above that pump, and I really don't like having it there. I mean, it is right by that pump, so I really don't want it there. So I will try getting that moved. As far as the rest of the system, pretty much everything's kind of basically going along. My basil is still turning a little bit black. I'm going to actually lift up that rock wool. The rock wool cube might not be low enough. It might not be getting adequate water. So I'll need to check on that one. But the rest of the guys are kind of moving along. This guy's still got a really pale leaf as far as the new leaf. But if you look, the tip's turning green. So as long as those turn dark green as they come in, I'm not too worried about them right now. My nitrites are still high, but they're okay. Nitrates are still good. UV clarifier is working out quite well. Just to kind of check something. Bleed off some air. There we go. This actually allows you to look in to do that. Actually, I totally forgot to check that later. That if the pump starts sucking air, this will actually fill with air. Eventually, you'll get basically a big air bubble in it, and you can crack open that little valve, which allows you to, if you look, to kind of see that glow there. You can see that the light's working. That lets me kind of just bleed off some air, so that way I don't have a big air bubble in there. It still works. I mean, I still clearly have the same amount of flow coming out of it, but it works out pretty well. So this is my day 27 update. Thank you.